I think the society nowadays focuses so much on money, fame, and what's trending. I think a lot of people lacked in the bravery to be creative and outstanding. You know, if you're basic like everyone else, then you get to earn money because that's good marketing, that's what everyone wants, right? But if you stand out, you're like, you don't fit into the norm. No one wants to look like you, well, maybe one or two. I think this culture right here it's just not expressive. It's not something that would push people to create more, to step out of the comfort zone, to question people why this is normal for you and why am I not normal to you. You know, I feel like it has gotten better, but there's still so much to develop. Yeah. My name is Ophelia Liu. I'm 26 years old now. I moved to London from Hong Kong ever since I was 15 for high school. Yeah, I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I moved to London instead of staying in Hong Kong because my parents wanted me to have my studies, my education in London. Not London, UK in general. I actually wanted to go to America because I love American culture. And one of my best friends is going to America to study as well, so I wanted to join her. But I mainly came to UK because of my parents. My relationship with my family was rocky before I came to the UK. I think that we needed some space anyway. I needed some space. I enjoyed living on my own and doing my own thing. Yeah, but I think after a while, we kind of got into a place where we're okay with each other. There's not much arguments. Maybe it's just me growing up, or maybe it could be them sort of like trying to accept who I am for quite a long period of time. My family never particularly liked makeup, especially when I use it. They always say that, oh, it's bad for your skin, only performers use it, all these excuses. But I didn't care about it. I would hide in the toilet with like Halloween grease paint and just, you know, do my own thing and then take it off. Or I would actually sneak out, hang with my friends and do my makeup in the shopping mall's toilet and then make sure that I come back home with a clean face. So it was a struggle, but I think again, after a while, I think they kind of just gotten used to it. I think they now think that they're more convinced of the profession as a professional makeup artist, just purely because probably they could see how much work goes into each industry, like fashion, film, shows, TV shows, and all of this outlet, you know? And I think they now understand how hard it is to sort of achieve all of these areas as an individual makeup artist. Like, you need to touch all of these areas and be okay and good at what you're doing. So it's not just like painting on a canvas, it's painting a lot of things, different things. And working with a tight time limit as well. So that's something that I think they sort of turn to understand now. And yeah, I think they enjoyed watching the show. They got quite excited. They have a lot to say. So, which is great because now I can talk more about makeup with them. And, you know, if I was ever... Actually, they got really excited when I got onto the newspaper in Hong Kong. I think that was when they were like, oh, damn, okay, this is big. But yeah, I think that was it. My makeup journey didn't start until I got to the UK. In Hong Kong, I think back then it was more of me experimenting with who I am, or, you know, finding out what I like and what I don't like, how I want to look, how I don't want to look. But yeah, my makeup journey definitely started when I moved to the UK, where I had a little bit of money. I would buy the cheapest makeup that I could find, and I would do makeup looks on other people than myself by that time. So I guess my style didn't develop from makeup. I was doing paintings, I was doing a lot of fine art before then, and fashion as well. So I think it was just kind of like a mixture of things that I find that I like and don't like, and I just kind of like put them all together. I think being on Glow Up BBC, it did push me to try out different things. And surprisingly, I can do those different things. And I'm pretty proud of what I've created in the show. But I also learned that, you know, being an artist, you need to be adaptable. You need to be, you know, not a one-trick pony. You need to not just know makeup, you need to know other stuff as well. Know your influences, know your culture. My excuse for not pushing myself to reach my limits are probably my full-time job, money. Well, you get money from your full-time job, so it's like an endless cycle. And I think also my laziness as well. Sometimes after a full-time job, you're just like, I just want to go to bed. I don't have time for this. You look at your makeup and you feel bad for not touching them. But I just couldn't help it, you know. Creativity takes time and space, so yeah. Let's talk about me as a fashion design intern. Just simply that, an internship. A lot of fashion designers don't pay the interns. And let's not talk about the makeup artists, because you work full-time, you're qualified, you're earning money. But if you want to do anything creative on the side, like freelance or stuff like that, sometimes you don't even get paid. For magazines, for editorial, I just don't understand that. I mean, magazines, big magazines, Vogue, you know? Why are all the editorials for free? You know, at least something. I think a lot of creatives get taken advantage of. You know, as I said, everyone wants fame. I want my work to be on Vogue, so I will have to do this for free. So that creates a culture where people will start working for free, and it would just lower our worth. The same as fashion interns, and that became a culture of its own. If you want to intern, you don't get paid. That's just how it is now. And it's kind of sad really, but yeah. If my work is being featured in a really famous magazine and I'm not getting paid for that, I would be happy, I guess. But how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to eat? How am I going to survive? I didn't get into LCF hair and makeup course, so the only way out for me was to do a fashion course in Ravensbourne. So that's what I took. But that added kind of another layer to my knowledge within the makeup industry, just a tiny little bit, you know. But it didn't really full-on caught up to me until I met Jason, which is the manager of Kat Von D. He was kind enough to take me under his wing and take me to all the freelance jobs. And I have all these questions for him. I was like, how'd you clean this? How'd you clean that? What should I do? What can I help you with, you know? So that alone is almost enough information for me to progress as a makeup artist. Did I needed to take a class? Yes, I could have. But given my situation at that point, I was like, I can't because they don't want me. So, you know, I guess everything just sort of like pans out quite well for me. Even though it was sad to know that I didn't get accepted, because that was like a punch in the face. But yeah, on normal days, if I'm feeling good, I don't usually create. I'm not in the mood to create if I'm feeling good. but I create a lot when I'm feeling sad or angry, or if I have something mean to say. I would create a look or do something creative to sort of let that out, and you know, as well as to say what I wanted to say, make a statement. Yeah. I think Hong Kong doesn't really has its own trend. A lot of the times I just see a lot coming from Korea or Japan. Might be somewhere else too, but Hong Kong, I'm not too sure, not nowadays. I don't see a special Hong Kong trend that other people would be following. So it's kind of sad really. In Hong Kong, I think people tend to copy Korean trends, Korean makeup, Korean fashion, or even Japanese as well. But obviously I'm not that kind of person. It just doesn't suit me. You know, I don't want to be wearing pink or like polka dots and florals and frills and flats and stuff with like curly hair. Anyway, it keeps going on, but it's just not my style. There are some people in Hong Kong who, you know, tend to experiment, I guess, but it's not a big thing and people don't put a lot of focus on that. So we don't usually know about them. I think when I was young, obviously I thought I kind of stood out because of what I was interested in. I would post pictures of my makeup. Obviously it wasn't great, I can say that right now. It wasn't great, it was me experimenting or copying someone's look, but it wasn't like a normal makeup. But I do get comments where people would say that, you know, oh, it looks freaky, it looks scary, why'd you do that to yourself? And there are some mean things said to me. We could call it verbally bullying, right? And it was tough because it feels like I am in this alone and nobody else in my friendship group does the same as what I do. I am literally the only one who does this. So I think after a while, having my own solid friendship group that accept me for who I am, they really, really supported and saw my struggle throughout this journey. Yeah, there was a lot going on, yeah. I'm Ophelia, and thank you Excuse Magazine for having me here. I enjoyed this interview a lot, and I hope you guys have a great day.